Yeah, welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news, giving Wike the PDP presidential ticket is the right thing to do for Nigerians to know who Wike, who is now bootlicking President Tinubu, really is. Who said this? Tom Fredfish. According to Daily Post News, a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and national chairman of the PDP Advocates for Justice and Peace Papa J, Dr. Tom Fredfish, has urged the party to zone its presidential ticket to the South-South and specifically offer it to the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Nyesom Wike, in order to test what he will do with the mandate. Speaking during a media interaction in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital, Fred Fish stated that the most effective way to restore harmony within the party and to respect the zoning structure long supported by Wike himself, is to present the former Rivers State governor as the PDP's flag bearer. He described the recent formation of a PDP reconciliation committee as an exercise in futility, questioning its purpose and potential. What exactly are they trying to reconcile, and with whom? He asked. Frederick emphasized that reconciliation efforts will be meaningless unless the party prioritizes zoning the presidential slot to the South-South. He described Wike as the only formidable and viable candidate from the southern region who could mount a serious challenge against President Bola Tinubu. He argued that without Wike, the PDP stands no chance. He went further to assert that when one evaluates the current crop of PDP leaders from the south, many appears ineffective. As highlighted by Mr. Rotimi Amici, he said that party's national executive is weakened and its board of trustees under Senator Adolphus Wabara is inactive. According to Fred Fitch, no other figure in the PDP possesses Wike's combination of resources, political influence, and judicial connections necessary to steer the party toward victory. He hailed Wike as the party's backbone, redeemer, and only hope of revival. He added that since President Tinubu finds Wike indispensable, the PDP should see his presence as an asset and do everything within its power to persuade him to fly the party's flag in the 2027 presidential election, even if it means humbling themselves to beg for his forgiveness. Dr. Fredfish also stressed that Wike is the only person who can stop further defections by PDP governors and other high-profile members. He concluded by urging Senator Bukola Saraki to stop wasting time on reconciliation moves and instead push for immediate zoning of the presidential ticket to the South-South. With Wike's influence in the APC, he argued it would be easy for the FCT minister to sway some APC loyalists back to the PDP. However, Friedrich also criticized Wike for his duplicity and betrayal of the party that brought him to national relevance. He lamented that since Wike believes he is the only one worthy of the PDP ticket, the party should hand it over to him and watch how it handles it. Giving Wike the presidential ticket is the right thing to do for Nigerians to know who Wike, who is now bootlicking President Tinubu, really is. Nigerians will see if he will resign as the FCT minister and face his presidential ambition, or if he will reject the ticket and continue to serve President Tinubu while destroying the party that brought him to the limelight, he added. The problem in the PDP is such that things like this kind of suggestion should be looked into, because from the look of things, it is clear that Wike is a force to reckon with. And what Dr. Fred Fish is suggesting, well, in some quarters may not make sense, while in some it makes a very good sense, knowing fully well that the grievances of Wike is singularly the fact that there is an unwritten agreement of rotation of power, which gives southern part of the country the right to rule for 8 solid years. But it's unfortunate that somehow the PDP failed in the race to 2023 election to give power, to allow power to go to the south, and thereby giving ticket to a northerner, the person of the former vice president Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. But now, knowing for the fact that the PDP is now becoming a caricature of itself, and the party is getting, out of breaking down, there is no way they won't need reconciliation. And it seems as if former Senate President Bukola Saraki is in charge of the reconciliation committee and is expected to move. But here we see one of the chieftain of PDP, that is Dr. Fred Fish, who is suggesting that in order for PDP not to fail or break completely, let it be that the reconciliation committee get proactive and move very fast so as to make sure that the first thing is to make sure the power is zoned to the south. It should allow it to come. And number two, it should allow it to go to south and probably make sure that Wike should be given the ticket, knowing fully well that as at today, as at present, Wike is the most influential candidate in the south region that has the influence, the political influence, the financial influence, and also even intra-party influence that can, bring people back and also salvage the problem of PDP so as to make sure that the life of PDP didn't end come 2027. And his belief is that if Wike is given the ticket, the presidential ticket, is going to can if he decide to go for the presidential race, he can give a good you know competition even to against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, thereby bringing in more people into the party. Well, I hope the reconciliation committee will look into that and then make the necessary suggestion even to the board of trustees and national executive council of PDP so as to salvage their party, except the likes of Atiku Abubakar anyway, who still have an ambition of still running again. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Maybe they will listen to this voice of reasoning. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.